Oh, okay. It's a lot happening. Let's see. See what this thing getting. Oh. We just finna see who pop in here with us before we get started. Just let a few people pop in. Cool. Cool. Oh, let me so this is how I can alright bet I'm about to go live on Instagram also. Where we live at? See. Let's set this up with me. Hopefully I don't press nothing. Actually. Alright. So Instagram is here. Start that. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. YouTube is here. Cool. Instagram. Y'all finna be more behind the scenes to YouTube. What up? I'm here. Sage Daily. Our daily bread. Live conversation. Streaming in effect. Really just going through. Damn, this camera pick up everything. I see my reflection in the TV. But really just going through the power of presence. You hear me? I gotta say hi to Instagram. Say hi to YouTube. You feel me? That's what we doing. What we doing. All right, so can I pin it here on YouTube? I don't think so. So I'm gonna pin it on Instagram. What is presence? Now they always say congratulations. Work so hard, forgot how to vacation. Boom. What is presence? For real. Like, it's a real definition for presence. For me, simply, presence is just allowing yourself to be in the moment, right here, right now. Right? It's sounds easier said than done because being in the moment and allowing yourself to be in the moment does require certain things from you. It does require radical acceptance of whatever the moment has, right? Without judgment. So it requires surrender, it requires faith, confidence. It requires honesty and integrity to be in the moment. It requires a true grounded, centered connection with self, So presence requires a lot. Gets a little uncomfortable for people to practice, but it does get easier the more that you do practice it, and that's why it's worth it to practice it. You feel me? They don't call it a spiritual practice for nothing. I know. So speaking of practice, me myself began practicing. I probably should have I wonder if I need my lapel mic for this. Probably. Began practicing presence about 2 years ago now. right? 2.5 years ago, pushing 3. So been on this journey a little while. Um, it's contributed a lot. It's given me a lot, honestly. That's why I've continued to practice it. I'm not one of those people that um, just do things just to do them. At least I don't think so. You know, I believe in living intentionally and having a reason for why I do things. And so, um, normally, if I've been practicing something for a certain amount of time and it's something that I've taught others and continue to expand on, uh, there's a reason for it. It's doing something good for me. It's working. You feel me? Oh, that's crazy how they be doing me in the. We ain't gonna get into it. We move forward. We move forward. Um, but I've gotten a lot from Presence. You know, I've gotten a lot from Presence. Uh, it's given me patience. Uh, it's taught me true and ongoing surrender. Um, to the moment, to myself. It's given me my problem solving skills, or the way that I, you know, interact with the chaos, with the obstacles, with the challenges in life. Uh, I get a lot of that from Presence, from my practice with Presence. You know, it's not easy to show up to the things that happen in our human life, um, and be unshaken, to be calm, cool, collected. You feel me? It's not easy to go through uh, a lot of these situations that we go through, and remain unshakable in your confidence, in your trust, in your surrender, in your willingness to grow and be better, to understand more, instead of succumbing to the fear or the chaos or whatever energy vibration that particular situation has for you at the time. You feel me? I've learned how to sit back a little bit from life, not in a detached way, just in a more patient way. I'm a lot more patient with life, because of Presence. I've learned to sit back a little more and allow whatever is to be, allow the moments to unfold, and allow whatever is to be exactly what it is. And by me doing that, it allows me to have a better understanding, um, and firsthand knowledge of spirit in action in the moments, for the unseen, for the things that I don't control, for the things that I don't know. I'm able to see and learn in real time, through Presence. Um, and from that space, right, as I'm learning, as I'm seeing, as I'm noticing, as I'm, refining, as I'm sitting back, as I'm connecting the dots. Oh, my bad, IG. As I'm connecting the dots, it hold on. Did it put me? Hold on. Let me see if they. All right, bet we good. We good. But yeah, back to what I was saying. As it connects the dots, as I'm sitting back, it's happening in real time. So it comes off more as a superpower. You know, um, that truly is what I've come to notice. Like, when you embody Presence truly, authentically, is just your state of being. It's your practice, it's your habit, the patience that comes with it, all the things I just described, you know what I mean, that I've noticed, myself expanding in these past 2 years, 3 years, the patience that comes with it, the ultimate surrender to the moment, to myself, being able to allow what is to be what is, interacting with the moment truly, with the problems, with the situations, with the chaos, not reacting to them, but interacting with them in a way where you're able to dissect and receive any and all divine intelligence from these things, whatever it has for you, right? Because everything has to have purpose in this life. For anything to have purpose, everything has to have purpose. Um, I really do believe that. I don't know if I put y'all somewhere closer, IG, but um, everything has to have purpose in this life, you know, and it's easy for us to see the purpose and agree with the purpose, in the things that we agree with and the things that feel good to us. But one of the highest purposes that we have on this journey is to transmute not just some of our experiences, but all of our experiences. Even the experiences that are uncomfortable, that we don't agree with. That aren't as easy to, um, you know. So that's where our lessons is, and that's where what I'm sorry. That's what presence has really shown me, over these years in practicing it, and through this observation of what is, um, allowing, surrendering, not judging, being patient, you know, through these practices. Um, I've been able to do some incredible work that I only dreamed of doing at one point in my journey, because what I found was, what I found was, as I grew in my spiritual journey, and became aware of certain things, I was applying spiritual knowledge to certain problems, right? Things that I wanted to heal, or um, energy that I needed to release or transmute. And I was doing these things, I was doing the work. Um, and I would notice that the energy would subside, or the things would release and go away for a little while, right? And then it would come back. Sometimes in the same ways, more intense, sometimes in different ways, different topics, different subjects. So I definitely noticed that after a while. And it was, for me, uh, more of a thing where I feel like past a certain point, you know, no, nothing happens overnight, but past a certain point, things do tend to be transmuted or optimized, or right. The story changes, the energy changes, the space clears. Um, And so when things continue to return, it caused me to really go on a journey of exploration. And the only place I could go was within myself, right? And that's where presence became so important, because the first thing that presence taught me, when I began to practice presence, was how many things I used to escape the moments, you know, um, food and sleep, and, my phone scrolling, and, relationships with other people, and different things, just different things that, I had built into my life, right? I had built my life full of distractions from the present moment, was one of the biggest uh, lessons that presence first showed me when I first sat down to practice connecting to the present moment. Okay. Um, that kind of leads me into the point of peace, peace, peace. What's up? Um, I'm looking this way. Pause. I'm live streaming on YouTube right now. Um, you know, I gotta ease my way into the different, you feel me, spaces where, you know, this work is being called. So we here, but you get the behind the scenes. That's why you here right here. But if you want to go to YouTube and get this view, but here, because this is where I'm looking, is Sage Daily, SAGEDAILY 1122, like that. 1122. Sage Daily 1122 on YouTube. And we in there. You feel me? I'm live streaming. But we are talking about presence as a superpower. You feel me? Presence is a superpower. I've been practicing presence, hyper presence, for 2.5, going on 3 years at this point. Um, it's taught me a lot. It's given me a lot. And I have been working over the past few years to simplify the message in the delivery of it so that I can give this to as many people as possible. And so, that's more so been the reason for the output of content lately. The ramp up, the organization, the push. Peace. What's up, Frank? I thought you forgot about me. We'll talk about it. Um. So yeah. This is a conversation on presence. You know how it's important, why it's important, the benefits of it, what's available in it, what I've gotten from it. Personal stories. Um, yeah. We'll talk. Presence. Presence. Um, the biggest thing I feel for presence here. Let me put y'all up here. You feel me? Make sure I'm that. All right, cool. So the what we done? How has presence announced itself today for you? Great question. So because I have been practicing presence for the almost 3 years now, um, presence is really a part of my life. Okay. So how has presence announced itself today for me? I did a lot of things today that um, a few years ago, like a couple years ago, it was only a dream, right? They were things that I was actively praying to God to do. Simple things, right? Um, like I went to my son's basketball game today. You feel me? Like simple things, but presence announced itself in the awareness of being inside of an answered prayer. You know what I'm saying? Like a small moment that today would be easy to overlook if you're just in the details, going from here to there to there to there, running the errands, doing the things, right? Um, but having the stillness enough, the bandwidth, the wherewithal to sit back and uh, fully embrace the moment to say, hey, I'm here now, right? This is cool. This is where it's at. I don't want to be anywhere else but here. I'm not thinking about anywhere else but here. I'm fully living in the details of here. I'm savoring here. Okay. That's one of the ways that presence announced itself for me today. And in every conscious moment, it did the same thing, right? Every moment is different. So presence announced itself in a lot of different ways. I got a million ways to answer this question for real. Presence announced itself in a lot of different ways today. But that was one of the ways. That was one of the highlights. Like that was really cool, you know. Presence also announced itself in the work that I did today. You know, um, I don't know if y'all been following my stories on IG lately, but past few weeks they've been fire. Like, come on, like hands down, I'm gonna give it to me. My stories have been fire. The content I've been putting out have been fire. The reels, the okay, it's been okay, not even fire, but consistent. I mean, and entertaining, engaging, informative. And I know these things. I can say these things. It's not ego. It's intentional. You understand? And listen, I love when a plan come together. I love when a plan come together. So that's another way that presence announced itself today. You feel me? And I love this energy as we're talking about it. We get to see the confidence and the faith and the trust that comes out as a result of moving in presence, you know, from earlier moments of presence. And those earlier moments of presence built momentum, built momentum, pushed me into this moment of presence, right? To be here, sharing this conversation, sharing this space on YouTube and Instagram at the same time. Just side by side for real. All right, bet. I'm just trying. All right, bet. All right, bet. You know, let me unpin my pin and pin. Hey y'all. Hey y'all. Hey y'all. So I ain't get to the, you feel me? Might be. All right, so but we still on YouTube. Um, absolutely, and that's why I'm here, and that's why I'm having these spaces, and I wanna, you know, continue to cultivate and curate these spaces and spaces like these. You feel me? Because um, we use a lot of terms and words, and we see a lot of things thrown around on the internet, but um, I don't see a lot of expansion and expression on practically applying a lot of these things that we talk about or that we're taught and that we're told. Um, and that's something that I'm big on, you know, the practical application of it, really understanding it so much that you can get inside of it and walk around in it, you know, so much that you can manifest through it, um, and in it and of it, etc., etc., etc. You feel me? And I do believe that basically, if I could only give one thing to everyone on earth and I only had 2 seconds to do it, that would completely change their life for the better, I would start with presence. You know, the more time you have, of course, the more you can expand and dive in. But simply put, presence. I think whatever we need to learn, whatever we need to be given, whatever we need to have, will find itself, will find its way to us, um, here now in the present moment where everything is, because that's where everything is, you know. Um, and because that's where everything is, I was saying earlier that presence requires things from us. Presence requires more than mindfulness. Presence requires us to go beyond our mind. You feel me? Presence requires us to um, actually get into our body. Uh, it requires us to allow the present connection with our body to redirect us in our essence and our flow to our mind when necessary, right? Because it's not about one or the other, It's not about leaving your mind to go into your body, leaving your body to go into your mind. It's about integration. It's about harmony. It's about balance and peace. Mind and body connection equal soul access. Okay. When we are completely balanced, connected to our mind through our body, through our embodiment, right? Centered, grounded, connected, here, now, present with the moment, soul access, right? Now our soul is in play. Now our soul is in the space. Now we're here, now, present with all that is. You feel me? And because our soul is now in the mix, right? And we're fully cooking, mind, body, soul. We are connected to our wholeness. Okay. And when you're connected to your wholeness, you're showing up fully. Showing up fully. You can show up more whole. You can show up more full to the moment, to the conversation, to the experience. You know, not from a filter, not missing, not, halfway, not in your mind, not, you know, whole, full, complete. You can be whole even if not complete, because we're not done yet. We're not finished. You're not complete, right? But you are whole. You can be whole before you're complete. Absolutely. 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 And when you're showing up in the moment whole, you're showing up more as your full self, right? That means you're showing up to uh, conversations. You feel me? Uh, Showing up to moments. You're showing up to opportunities. You're showing up. You're showing up for yourself, for others. You're showing up. You're showing up way more. You're showing up more and as more of yourself. It's the beautiful thing in it. You're showing up more and showing up as more of yourself. Beautiful, right? I know. I know. Okay. And by you showing up more as more of yourself, okay, you are seeing more of what is available and what is actually present. So you're seeing more of the, information that's present. You're seeing more of the guidance that's present. You're seeing more of the energy, the strength, the keys for change, the next steps. More importantly, the next steps. You know, and next steps aren't necessarily something that you see. They're something that you feel. There's something that materialize, because the next steps are actually the now steps. You do what's now so much that it's always now unfolding, and the next steps kind of just appear now when they're needed. I love presence. I love stillness. This is why we sit in the moment. You know, um, one of my favorite things about presence is that the benefits are the same as the uses of it, right? The benefits being that you get to sync your mind and your body and access your soul. That you get to use each moment for strength, for more, for information, for guidance and energy, and all these things that you get to fully engage with your life and with presence and with existence in a way that you really truly never have before, for real. you know hmm. Hmm. but it has more benefits on top of that. It helps you to really see things, yourself, and situations, circumstances. It helps you to see things as they really are. That's a different type of awareness. you know Being able to see things not as you want them to be, but as they actually are, is a different type of awareness. Peace. Tonight we're talking about presence as a superpower. Mhm. um, and why it's a superpower, how it's a superpower, and how to use this power for you. You know, anything that we're finna do, be, or have in this world is connected, to presence. You know, and that's what I'm saying. It does help us see things as they are, which is awareness, and from our awareness does come, our choices and our changes. From this presence, it does allow us to, release judgment. Uh, it does. Being present keeps us from, um, being into future or past projections, for real. you know there's a and all that is, right, not judging, not being in a future projection or a past projection, uh seeing things for what it is, allowing our awareness, allowing ourselves to be aware so that we make choices from our awareness. All this is a recipe for flow. All this is a recipe for alignment. All this is a recipe for getting out of our own way and letting go and letting God. So all presence is ultimate alignment. It's ultimate surrender. It's literally letting go and letting God. You know, and this is why through presence we see right before our eyes as we live and breathe, when you practice it consistently, when you are committed to the action, when you do allow the momentum to build, through presence, you do see, your physical and your spiritual life just deepen and expand and thrive all the way around. Relationships and finances and, communities and business and family and healing and growth and authenticity and genuineness and goal reaching and desire, manifesting, and literally every aspect of our human life, thrives through presence. It expands through presence. Um, it, Wherever we feel broken or fragmented, presence has to be the answer, because presence is wholeness. Presence is connection to wholeness. You know? We can't continue to uh, we can't continue to focus on, or focus in, and focus through our fragments, our unwhole parts, our broken parts. Yes, they're relevant. Yes, they do have some sort of, place in existence, just like all things do, but everything is happening now. So they're not the only relevance, and they're not the highest relevance. Okay, that'll always go to presence if there's a hierarchy, because presence is the only way that you can, access all all realities, um, in real time, accurately. Right? So, sorry, been about 30, YouTube, that's perfect timing. IG getting a little long tooth. But this is a super important practice. You know, if only if you care about changing your life or transforming yourself or really like just having it your way. And I don't mean in a new age cliche law of attraction type way. I mean in a real authentic and genuine integrating your physical life with your spiritual life, embodying God, embodying spirit, embodying your creator, whatever you call it. I'm not here to, convince anybody or tell anybody what it looked like or sound like for them. Um, but I am here to confirm for anyone that's committed to this journey and committed to the action of change and transformation on this journey. I am here to confirm what it feels like, you know. And when you allow yourself to experience true presence, you do allow yourself to feel that connection, right? And once you feel it for yourself, you don't gotta listen to me. You listen to yourself, and that's the best thing about it. That's the beauty in it, and that's why I hold space for people to go through these processes and to go through these practices, um, and we build that emotional container space together until people are able to build it and hold it for themselves. Because when you do truly practice presence, especially the way that I practice it with my clients, um, it's very up close, intense, hands on. There's no escaping. There's no bypassing. There's no, you know, we're doing this to make you feel good and protect your feelings or because it sounds good. We doing that work, and it get messy. It get real. It get you know uncomfortable. Um, but the work gets done, you know, and you're safe the entire time, and it the entire time. It's a simple process, even if not easy, you know, like life. And I think in the simplicity of it, there's a a certain level of confident knowing, right? That we're going to be okay, that we are okay. That helps us to get through these uncomfortable moments in these processes. But we do progress. You feel me? And so, just to show how simple and what I mean, right? Um, let's just anchor into this present moment right now. Just notice your breath, just through your breathing. You feel me? Just through your breathing, right? Before you don't try to breathe a certain way, just notice your breathing, right? Notice how you are breathing in this moment, right? Is it deep? Is it long? Is it slow? Is it short? Is it shallow? Right? Is it full? Have you been holding your breath? Just take notice, right? Because whatever is, that's the important thing about presence, to remember whatever is okay, because God also is. You see what I'm saying? And it takes a little bit, because that's judgment that we're releasing. We're so trained to go. We're so trained to judge. We're so trained to say, "Oh, I don't like this," or "This is different," or "This is uncomfortable," or it's all energy. It's all vibration. It's all frequency. It's all the same thing, right? Because the more that we sit present, and now as we're talking, right, slow your breathing, right? Take long, slow, deep breaths to anchor into this moment. You know what I'm saying? This is a new moment. Recognize that this moment right here, that we're taking these long, slow, deep breaths, just like that, eyes open. You feel me? This moment right here, one, it's a different moment than the previous moments, right? And two, in this moment, we're still here, right? We're present. We're here. We're okay. We're anchored. right? Long, slow, deep breaths, long, slow, deep breaths, right? And the more that we do this, the more grounded into the moment we begin to feel, the more connected to ourselves we begin to feel. Because I think a lot of people, in doing this work and in being on this path, um, tend to forget that it's just as much about connecting to yourself as it is connecting to spirit. You know, um, it's just a connection is a two-way street. You need both sides. So it's just as much about connecting to yourself as it is connecting to God. And that's what presence shows us. That's what presence reminds us, because we are the vessel through which life works, through which life expresses. Our breathing is evidence of that. And when we get bogged down in the details of our human existence and we start to forget simple things like our breathing, when we start to forget our power, when we start to forget, you feel me, our presence, this is where this practice is so powerful, right? These short, simple resets, check-ins throughout the day, these recenterings, these realignments are so powerful to our mission, to our energy, right? To our alignment. This is what brings us back to center when we do begin to, go into different rabbit holes or different patterns emerge, right? Because as we're changing, as we're transforming, you know, we're going through different phases. Some things are easier to kick than others. Uh, Healing is not in a straight line, so some days are better than others. Some days we're feeling the remnants of energy that we've been trying to heal from or release or deal with, or we might feel that whole like, oh, I thought I've already dealt with this. I've had plenty of clients, hit me with that one. Thought I already dealt with this. I shouldn't have to be dealing with this again. But it's like, that's kind of not how it works. And it's not really an again thing. It's more of a, you can only do so much at one time. Like, imagine ordering new furniture, but still having to move the old furniture out of your house, and it's just you moving it. You know, um, that might change the speed at which you order the new things, knowing you got to move these things out. But also keep in mind, each room is full. So as you make space in each room, however much you move out is however much space you have to move in new things. That's how these changes work. And that's why it can't happen all at one time, right? Because we're not doing enough work to clear out every single room all at one time. We're only doing what we can. But as we move it out, we make space for new changes, and being present in the moment, seeing things for what they are, allows us to make peace with that process so that we're not putting undue pressure on ourselves. Does it sound familiar to people, right? Putting that extra pressure, like, oh, I should be done with this. I should know this already. Oh, this should already be handled. I should already have this been. And it's like, no, you see, okay, I've only cleared out 10% in this moment, and that's okay. I'm not judging what I've pulled out. I'm just seeing what I've pulled out. All right. And keep breathing, because this is the meditation right now. Long, slow, deep breaths, like eyes open. This truly is the meditation. I'm trying to get my sides right on this YouTube camera, different from the IG camera. But presence, right? This is the meditation, these check-ins, these resets through the day, right? And as you're breathing, as you're checking in, as you are anchoring into these moments throughout the day, what you do is allow body awareness in the moment as you're breathing, right? And what do I mean by that? I mean, like, okay, so we've been breathing, right? We're here, we're talking, we're existing, we're in the moment, we're conscious, we're present, our eyes are open. My fault, IG. Our eyes are open. I was all out the camera frame. Our eyes are open, right? Okay. And so as our eyes are open, as we're breathing in through our nose, out through our nose, sometimes out through our mouth if the energy gets a little heavy. But as we're breathing, we're taking a scan of our body. And what I mean by that is we are placing through our awareness, right? We're placing our attention on different parts of our body, all throughout our body, and we're scanning. We're scanning ourselves. We're scanning our feet. We're scanning our toes. We're scanning our legs. We're scanning our ankles. We're scanning our arms, right? We're scanning different parts of our body. And this serves different purposes, right? I get into this in my sessions with clients. It serves a lot of different purposes all at once. It serves so many different purposes, but the overall what it does is it's deepening as we're breathing, right? Everything is working on top of the other. The breathing, the presence, the body scanning, everything is reaffirming us into the moment, into our body, into this connection, into spirit, right? Layer, reaffirm as we're breathing, as we're being in the moment. So as the moments pass, we are consistently in this focus. We're consistently in this energy. So the momentum is consistently growing. Okay. As that is growing, the embodiment, the body awareness, the connection, the breath, right? That's embodiment. We're embodying spirit in the moment. Spirit is going to direct and guide our mind back to our energy, back to our conscious mind. Okay. That's how presence works. It's not us, you personally guiding and directing your mind. That's where the overthinking comes in and the over attachment to things. That's the human side. We get too far on the human side, right? The key is embodiment, connection to presence in the moment, and through your embodiment, allowing spirit to guide your energy back to your conscious mind. Divine will guide my free will. Right. So now in the moment, you are witnessing thoughts. You are observing your thoughts, not thinking your thoughts. You're observing your thoughts now, seeing the thoughts that come. When I was practicing this for the first time, oh, hold on. Let me put my fault this whole time. I didn't even tell Instagram to meet me on YouTube. I did, but I ain't pin it. So yeah, my first time practicing this, as I'm sitting down, as I'm practicing with this, dang, that threw me off. I know we talking about practicing presence. We talking about the body awareness. Divine will guide my free will. So, and redirecting it back to my mind. So, my first, like when I first started like really practicing presence, I was noticing when life, I'm gonna just say life, because people have different vocabulary for God and spirit. I'm gonna just say life force energy, right? But when life was directing my energy and my focus back to my conscious mind, in these moments, it did so in a way where it made me aware of habits and patterns, right? I observed the thoughts that were coming in, and I would see like, I tend to think things like this a lot. And when I think things like this, it usually makes me feel like that. And when I feel like that, I don't like feeling like that. That feeling like that is normally what makes me go and act like this. When I act like this is what creates this sort of circumstance, and it just repeats and on and on. And you start to see patterns. You start to see blocks. You start to see the obstacles. You start to see, and not just the obstacles or the blocks or the patterns. You start to, when you truly sit with presence enough and deep enough, you start to see the beliefs that they are connected to, the beliefs that are rooted down in you, into your past, into uh, versions of yourself that you're still carrying. Because remember, it's not necessarily about if you released it or not. And it's more about when you were truly connected to presence, you were connected to here now. That means you're connected to all that is. Everything in existence, all lifetimes, they're happening now in the present. They're happening now. So even things that you personally have released on your journey, those versions are still existing and happening now somewhere. So you being connected to presence is you being connected to that in a way. And that's why being grounded is so important for presence, right? Because that's your protection, right? That's your safety. It helps you from going off the deep end, or getting over attached to things that aren't for you, because the purpose is to truly see things for what they are. So you truly see the beliefs that things are attached to, and oh, this is why I've been carrying it for so long. This is why it hasn't gone away. Because when you really see it, you see it for real. So you can see what it still has for you. You can see why it hasn't gone away yet. Because that's what, if we being real, I can say this on YouTube, but I don't know if I can say this on Instagram, but that's what be getting a lot of people up. Trust me, I see it in my clients every single day, every reading, every week, every call. That's what mess a lot of people up. Feeling like, oh, I dealt with it one time, I shouldn't have to deal with this again. It's not how it works. It's not how it works. You feel me? Um, and the reason why it doesn't work like that is because a lot of times the things that we're dealing with, it's only the symptom. It's not the root cause. We're not dealing with the belief that it's attached to. We're not completely removing what created these things to make them relevant within us. But we do this through presence, because through presence, sitting in the moment, right? Like I said, there's times I was able to see different thought patterns and energy patterns, and you feel me, and see what it was connected to, where it started, why it was able to be relevant. Because you got to remember, excuse me, the energy that comes up when you release judgment of it, what it shows you is an opportunity to ask questions. And one of the best questions that I've been asking when I see things is, what what did I have to believe in order for this behavior or this energy to be relevant, or this thing? Whatever it is that comes up, whether it's an attachment, whether it's a fear, whether it's, you feel me, a shortcoming, a habit, a belief, whatever it is, whatever happens to arise in whatever present moment. I know this is from a previous moment. I know this is an old part of me. What did I have to believe? This is how I get to the root of it, so it doesn't continue to come back. What did I have to believe in order for this to be relevant? In order for me to be able to do this or act in this way, or be on this type of stuff? you know Presence is very powerful. We can really get to the root of a lot when we allow ourselves to embrace and embody this powerful, powerful, powerful practice. And you don't have to be the the biggest spiritualist, or what I mean. Like, this isn't one of those. This is very simple and impactful tool to really shift your life. All you have to do, and it's not for anybody, it's for people who are really committed to change. Because this is one of those things. It's like saying Candyman's name in the mirror. It's like saying Beetlejuice. Once you start using it, once you start practicing, you're going to receive what comes with this. And actually, I'm hopping off Instagram. I don't get the rest of this. We you see me, and I'm not saving it. Hold on. All right, bet. Is this, see? Pow. Peace, peace, peace. See, and I can see the comments now. What up? What up? Y'all rocking? How y'all feeling? Um, Presence is powerful. It's super powerful. This is one of the most powerful spiritual tools um, that we have, and this is why I'm here, to teach people right now. Like, I look at the state of the world, I look at the state of consciousness for a lot of people in this collective, the state of people's energies, and just, state of people's lives and what they want for themselves. Like, I'm here to help. I'm here to share in these ways. You feel me? And it's not something that you could just get one time, or you feel me. This is why it's a practice, a spiritual practice, right? But these tools, they do require practice. Like, I've been practicing hyper presence, embodying hyper presence for going on 3 years now. you know this isn't something that I just you know chat GPT or read in a book and then decide to hop on here. And I've been living my life like this, proving it to myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different. It's different. So, um, and not only have I been proving it to myself, but I've been proving it to other people, right? I work with clients. What are some affirmations that can keep us in the present? Today I choose presence. See, I was just, you feel me? As soon as you typed it, this is a live chat, right, Joseph? Okay. Okay. I didn't, okay, Joseph, we here. I'm here with you, Joseph. You see what I'm saying? Present, Joseph. Today I choose presence. Today I choose presence as my power. I am here. I am grounded. I am enough. I am here. I am now. I am in this moment, right? What are some affirmations that can keep us present? What are some things that you would like to be attached to in the present moment? Affirm those, because this is all about practical application. This is all about you making it yours. This is your energy, your life. You understand? Your energy, your life. What do I want to be connected to in the present moment? And it's different because no two moments are the same, right? I am powerful. You are. I want to be connected to power in the moment. And sometimes, right? And what I mean by no two moments are the same, not every moment. Power doesn't look the same in every moment. Sometimes power looks like, strength. Sometimes power looks like reassurance. Sometimes power looks like confidence. Man, hold on. I need to get my charger up here. bad. One, I couldn't immediately find my charger. And for two, I had to pee. So there's that. And I'm not ashamed of it. BRB. Wow. And just like that, the charger. Yeesh. This is all of our wisdom, man. But you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. So where was I? Power presence. Um, but yeah, what do you want to be connected to in any moment? You feel me? Because um, any and everything is here for you in the present. It's always there for you in the present, and any moment is its own. So whatever you feel you want to be connected to, go ahead and affirm it. But affirm it with your I am, like you do. Boom. Right, because that's the present. And I know we tend to get into these moments where it's like, "Ooh, there's so much I don't know," right? The most powerful affirmation you have in any moment is I am God. It's all encompassing. You know what I mean? It's true embodiment. Now, what I've seen is it'd be hard. It'd be tough. It'd be a little challenging for some people, for a lot of people, to really practice presence. And it's not the easiest practice to practice. You feel me? Uh, wasn't for me when I started 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago. It was very difficult. I used to set an alarm on my phone for one of my presence practices that I now go through with a lot of my clients for the first time. And I set the alarm for 5 minutes, and it took me about 3 days to get beyond 30 seconds. It was brutal, brutal. And you know what the practice was? Sitting still. That's it. That's all it was. Just sitting still. Sitting still. But what I have found is tough and difficult for a lot of people to practice this is the distractions, the things that distract us outside of the present moment. You feel me? Um, you name it. You name it, it distracts us. You feel me? But what I am going to do is pause that here. This is going to be part one. Actually, it was a great time. I'm glad we was able to do this. You feel me? This is going to be part one on presence. Then we're going to come back and do this. There's gonna be thousands of people in this chat. Hey, I agree with you, Joe. I agree with you, Joseph. But there are, and there will be. Don't sweat. There will be. And see, honestly though, I accept this. It's my fault. I'm gonna take some accountability here. Because I should have been in this space. You feel me? I should have been on this. I should have been on this live stream. I should have been on this platform. I should have been. You feel me? But I'm not gonna say should have. Should have is a cuss word to me, where I come from. Um, we're here now. We're here now. So going forward, you feel me? That's where we at, and we are building it. We are getting the word out. There will be thousands of people here, but as long as you're here, as long as I'm here, hey, less is more. It's plenty of us. Okay. Um, but I will say that, one at a time, like through one-on-one interactions like this, or group chats, or group sessions and things like that, workshops, even like online courses and whatnot. Um, I'm getting this information out. Like I have a book that's on Amazon. I have an ebook that I email out. Um, I give this information out on my Instagram and my Twitter all the time. So fully sage. all the time. It's just as many places I can get to give this information out, I will. Um, I've been organizing what I feel like is a very simple yet intense and effective approach to transforming yourself and your life um, into one full kit, one full experience that's all encompassing that I'm ready to share with the world. So I'm using these spaces to go through each of these components that I do use every day with real people to real results. And I'm so excited about them because I use it on myself first. I started here, so it's no, you know, tricks or whatever. It really just is, simple truths that I stand on, that I stand behind, that I live um, daily, that I express, that I value highly, and I truly believe that if I've gotten this much value out of them, um, maybe not everyone is nothing, not everything for everyone, but there's someone out here, there's people out here that find this valuable, um, and so I'm here to just do my part and to share, um, and this is a promise fulfilled to so many different versions of myself, and it's so gratifying. It's so gratifying uh, to think like 4 years ago. Just 4 years ago, I was homeless, sleeping in my car. You know, like just 4 years ago. Um, Let me see, what's this, November? So yeah, now 4 years ago, yeah, I was still sleeping in my car. I was almost out of it. I didn't know that yet, but yeah, I was still at this time. And even then, at this time, this is the path that I was on. I knew then that I would be here now, sharing this with the information that I've been working on and what I'm putting out. Like I knew it. I knew it, and I'm so excited to be here. I'm so excited for y'all to be here. Thank you for being here. You feel me? Um, and for real, if you truly believe that more people do deserve to be here, share it. Let them know, hey, we here. Let them know. Say, hey, I met a new friend. Seems pretty cool. We talked about some things that we think, we, it's us, we think you might can agree on as well. Come join us. Why not? Why not? That's what it's for. And I'm always in the same place you left me, so I'm never hard to find. Um, my door's always open for questions, for just fellowship, comment, expansion. You know what I mean? I'm always working to get the same information out in different ways and expand on it into different levels, and you know what I mean, things like that. I love saying I don't know to questions I don't know the answers to. Um, but if I do know, hell, let's talk about it, right? And vice versa, you know. Um, and from this conversation, I would love to know, you know, uh, if you have practiced presence or begin practicing presence, what are some of the like difficulties or struggles that you've encountered so far with it? Is it staying present? Is it understanding presence? Is it being present? Um, what are some challenges or even some personal experiences, right? Have you had any good experiences with being present? Let me know. I want to know these things. Um, I want to know because I believe in being curious about life. So I'm curious about you. I want to know how it feels or how it felt to say those present affirmations. It's my question to you specifically. Um, because I'm a big proponent in that also. I don't believe in a right or wrong or a good or bad, right? Those type judgments, but I do believe in how things feel to us individually, to our soul, to our body. Um, that's why I choose to say certain words over others, because of how certain words feel to me. That's why I choose to eat certain foods over others, and to do certain activities like watch certain things or listen to certain things. Um, based on how it feels, because life fills in from the feelings. It's how we feel that builds and creates the energy that we create with. Um, Energy and motion is our emotions. Felt amazing. I am God hit different, and it hit different every time. Hit different every time. That sentence right there, those three words, six letters, very, very powerful affirmation. Very, very powerful spell. Very, very powerful truth. Very, very powerful observation. It's heavy. It's heavy. It's heavy, but it's true. Mhm. I need to get used to being present without music. Why? It is a real live stream. Let's really talk. Let's really talk. Why? Why do you? And there's no judgment there. I'm genuinely curious. Why do you feel that you need to get used to being present without music? Because that to me says that you have a judgment about your presence with music. That, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe it says I'm not as present when I'm with music. Like, is that a belief that's there, that's active there, or what? Like, it seems like there's some type of right that that created that statement. Music is my crutch. Another belief. I'm ready to enter the void, and that's why I said it's a belief, right? Because that says when I am present with music, I'm not truly in that centered space that presence gives me. So I'm not truly present, right? Which, yeah, you can make an argument for both. But true presence is, in my opinion, radical acceptance of whatever is. So yeah, if you could, be present without intentionally listening to music. I think that's a deeper level of presence that you can't get to. Um, like you said, using it as a crutch. So yeah, that's a good practice for sure. I would recommend it. But also understand that true presence is radical acceptance of all that is, whatever is, even the background noises, even the music, even the right. And that it's about going beyond your mind, right? Because if we're doing mindfulness, then it's about quieting our mind and stopping the thoughts and stopping the music and stopping the noises and the dog barks and the smoke alarms, right? True presence is not about stopping anything. True presence is about alignment with everything, right? Being connected regardless. It doesn't matter what's happening because God is in everything. And so whatever is, God is also. And so we're present regardless. Music, no music, talking, no talking, standing, sitting, laying down, eating, resting, working out, walk who we are being as we're doing, you know? So if you are ready to enter the void, be in the void, be in the void, set the intention, go to the void, poke around. It's fun. It's fun in the void. I'm in the void right now. And that's what I mean. Like, um, when I say distractions keep most people from true presence, things that distract us out of the moment, our thoughts, our future past projections, our current situations, our projected judgments and perceptions and thoughts about our current situations, our problems, um, our relationships. Uh, and when I say relationships, I don't just mean relationships with other people. I mean in relation, our point of attraction, right? In relation to the world. So our relationship with finances, money, our relationship with business, our relationship with uh, love, our relationship with family, our relationship with community, our relationship with healthy ideals, healthy habits, our relationship with self-love, our relationships, our relationship with life. you know, because how we view things, how we view ourselves specifically, but how we view things does affect how we are able to receive things in the moment or not, and how we're able to think about things or how much we allow. That's the biggest thing. How we see things, how we think about things affects how much we allow. How we perceive the world affects how much we allow in life, in our world. And this is why practicing presence is so important and impactful because, again, short check ins, resets, recenters, realignments throughout the day, right? You're not obligated to be who you were 10 minutes ago or 5 minutes ago. So, yeah, you might have forgotten in one moment and gotten distracted, gotten irritated, gotten annoyed, gotten upset, gotten depressed, gotten sad. Okay. But here's another moment that we can make different choices. When I meditate, there's so much chatter in my mind that I fall asleep. Is that meditation? It depends. It depends. And here's why I say it depends because the what is the point in meditation? What is the point of your meditation? Is the point of meditation to be at peace? Right? Is it to be in the flow? Is it to be connected, grounded, centered with life, not just yourself, but with life force energy? If that's the point of meditation, and while you're meditating, you are noticing there's chatter in your mind, and you're labeling the chatter, and it's stopping you from the point and intention of your meditation, then no, that's not meditation, right? It's a distraction because you're fighting against your thoughts. You're fighting against what is. You're saying, oh, this shouldn't be. Oh, I can't hear. There's something. You're saying there's something wrong. If you're saying there's something wrong, then no, that's not meditation because in meditation, there's only peace. And in peace, there's nothing wrong. There's only peace, right? However, if you're meditating and you hear the chatter, you observe the chatter, and you're at peace with the chat, you accept the chatter basically, then yes, that's absolutely meditation. And that is presence. That is true embodiment of presence, right? And that's why I said when you are truly present, the background noise is a part of the meditation. You don't have to get away from people or quiet the scene or get comfortable or lay down or do certain things. No, anything that you're doing, whether you're washing the dishes or whether you're sitting and just breathing and people watching, whether you're inside or out, listening to music or not, it's a meditation. Whether you're thinking, whether your mind's quiet, it's all a meditation, right? Because like I said, when I sat down to practice presence, I became aware of my thoughts in a different way. I didn't stop my thoughts. I didn't quiet my thoughts. I didn't get away from my thoughts. I embraced and embodied my thoughts. I observed my thoughts in a different way. I saw my thoughts truly for what they were for the first time, not for what I wanted them to be. I saw my thoughts for what they were. And guess what? I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I saw my thoughts and I said, ooh, that's what I be thinking. Ew. I don't like that. Why don't I like it? Because when I think thoughts like this a lot, I tend to feel like this, and I don't like this feeling. Ew. That's what I thought. The first time I truly observed my thoughts, that was a true meditation, and I didn't like what I saw. And that's true for a lot of us, and that's why it's difficult for a lot of people to truly practice presence in the beginning because it's very uncomfortable. But if we can sit through the discomfort, if we can embrace the discomfort, get comfortable being uncomfortable, oh, it gets greater later. It gets beautiful. It truly does. It truly does. Right? Because when it gets uncomfortable, you do the same thing that you do when you get distracted. You remember to breathe, you recenter, you reset, you realign. Long, slow, deep breaths. If you must, you scan your body, right? You reconnect to your body. You go back to the process. Simple, 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 yet effective. right? You don't need to get it complicated. We don't want complicated. You don't get complex designs from complicated techniques. You get complex designs from very, very simple techniques repeated consistently, creatively. Took a breather at the same time. Dope. And that, my friend, is called positive reinforcement. Because what are we talking about? Presence in the moment, right here, right now, where all exists right now. We're on the same page. We're on the same vibration. We're on the same frequency. Positive reinforcement. All right. Long, slow, deep breaths. This is still a meditation, right? Because now, as you're meditating, right, your eyes are open, you're breathing, you're connected to your breath, and you're aware of your breath, right? Your mind isn't full of chatter, you know, not full of it. And if it is, that's okay, because in this moment, in this space, you recognize that you are not only in your mind, you're not just in your mind, you are actually existing beyond your mind. So you're observing your mindfulness, okay, but you are also observing your body. You're embodying your body. You are existing in two worlds at once. And through this mind and body connection, you are accessing your soul, because mind and body, mind plus body equals soul. It's the trifecta. We're in it. We're in it. This is the meditation. We're connected. It's you see how life hasn't changed. You see how nothing got different. You see how we're not trying to make anything happen. We're not trying to force anything. We're not praying. We're not manifesting. We're simply being in the moment. We're being connected. We're just here. We're just chilling. We're just letting the energy be the energy. True presence. True presence. True presence, because what was the affirmation? What did we just affirm? I choose presence as my power. I choose presence. And as soon as you choose change, life changes. As soon as you choose transformation, life transforms. As soon as you choose presence, life slows down. You get still. You get here. You get now. Gets real present. Starts to feel like a gift, don't it? Absolutely. Absolutely. What do we say? I am here. I am grounded. I am God. Right? I am. In this moment, I am. And I am enough. And that is enough. Right? Don't be surprised when you get into the space where all is created. When you align with the energy of creation in the space where all is created and all in existence and creation exists and is existing. Don't be surprised when the things that you desire and the things that you speak and call come to be. Right? But our whole lives, we've been getting mad at not getting the things that we never wanted. And when I say we never wanted it, we never wanted it enough to do the right things to get them. We never wanted it enough to get here, to get now, to get present, to get aligned, to allow it to naturally unfold, as does all the rest of the things in our life. Right? What's for me will never miss me. So if it's truly a manifestation that is for me to have, I will have it, and it will come to me naturally. It's a part of the natural unfolding of my life. So I don't need to use my present moment and my present connection to ask for what is already in natural alignment with me. That's redundant. It's redundant. God already know. Says God got me. God already know. It's redundant. It's redundant. I don't got to do that. All right. You use the present moment to be here, to allow you allow the present moment to show you what is needed from you to become who you are asking to be. Because again, you asking, you manifesting, you envisioning, you putting it on the vision board, that's you ordering it from Amazon. You ordering new furniture. God, I want to be new. Spirit, I want to be new. Law of attraction, universe, whatever your vocabulary is for life force energy, whatever it is, that's you ordering from Amazon. The new furniture. That's your new furniture. Okay. Now, before that new furniture arrives, and even after it arrives, before that new furniture can go up into the room where you want to put it, you have to remove the furniture that's already in there, that's been there for years. You still got to do that. Nobody's going to do that for you. There is always something required of you in order to receive the change that you're asking for. Because if you were already who you needed to be in order to have that, you would already have it. But because you don't, that's your evidence that there is still work for you to do. And how soon that work gets done depends on you. How soon you accept the work, you feel me? How soon you accept the mission, how soon. Efforting is counterintuitive. No, no. Life is effortful. We just have to do a better job. Well, we have not been present enough to see clearly, because clarity comes with presence. So because we haven't been present in our efforts, we haven't been able to see the correct places to place our effort. We've been efforting in the wrong places. We've been putting the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable. You feel me? I'm not a water. Let me go get some more water. We've been putting the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable. You get me? That's all I'm saying. So practicing presence, again, you see we on it all night. You're gonna hear this a lot from me. Presence, hyper presence, right? Because this is what this corrects also. It allows us to see where to properly put our efforts, because I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one who done put in a lot of effort to make a change, to make something happen. And, after all this effort, it still feel like we ain't make no progress. We might even went backwards a little bit. And it's like, I done put in all this work. I done put in all this effort. Why isn't it working? Why didn't it work for me? Because you didn't effort in the right place. It wasn't, you feel me? It wasn't relevant. It wasn't a relevant place. It felt right, but was it relevant? Discernment, discernment. I don't want y'all pulling y'all hair out. This is why. Action should flow like a river, going with the current, cascade, chain reactions. Agreed. And the way that it does that is divinely inspired action. Inspired action. Inspired action comes from presence. And that's why I said once we embody presence, it pulls us out of our conscious thinking mind and it pulls us into our body to connect with the deeper infinite intelligence that lives within us that we can't access through our mind alone. You feel me? There's parts of our divine intelligence that we can only access through our body. And it's designed this way for a reason. You see what I'm saying? There's a reason our chakras are in our bodies and not in our minds, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, right? So we have to come into our bodies. Getting into our bodies gets us out of our mind. And being in our bodies allows us to sync up with the present. And through this sync, through this connection, divine guides us back into our minds so that we can think clearly, right? Because thoughts that we continue to think become what? Beliefs. And from what we believe, we do, right? What we believe, we know, we allow that to justify our actions and our doings. So our actions flow clearly. They go with the flow. They flow like the current. Chain reactions, next logical thoughts, when our actions are inspired by the divine, when they are aligned with the divine. That's when, only then. When we out of alignment, when we thinking with our human self, our monkey mind, or you feel me, trying to do it on our own, trying to control, when we're not surrendering, when we think we know better, when we're acting out of fear, when we're acting out of hurt, when we're acting, not knowing, when we're acting, that's when everything is in chaos. That's when it's not working. That's when we banging our head up against the same wall expecting different results. That's when everything is hard. That's when it gets challenging, right? Oh, okay. I mean, no, I didn't get on here to lie to nobody. We got telling the truth. It's clicking, ain't it? Yeah, yeah, yeah. You just had to get to the right place, right here, right now, in the present. You just had to get to the present. You just had to get to the present. This is what we do. It's what we do. Hey, I'm Sage, your new presence coach. It's nice to meet me. I know. It's nice to meet me. I know. You know. So the question right now is how much do you have to commit and dedicate to the practice of presence in your life to transform your life? How much are your goals worth to you? How much is your evolution, your expansion worth to you? And I'm not talking monetary. I'm talking in energy. I'm talking commitment. I'm talking, follow through, reassurance, stick making a plan, sticking to the plan, seeing it through until you get those measured results. The things that no one can give to you, the things that are for you, that integrity, that commitment, that honor. How much is it worth to you? Because presence is not a it's not an easy journey. It's not an easy practice. It is very simple, super simple. And I've been working to make it as simple as possible. The message is simple, the practice is simple, the routines, the system, the program, the steps for the change and transformation, all simple. Very, very simple. Easy, not in the least. You know, it's not for everyone. It's not for everyone. Um, But if you are committed, there is help here for you, And it's not just the practice; it's the emotional container that goes with it to actually hold space for yourself, for the healing, for the influx of energy that does come up to the surface to be released. You know what I mean? In a very real way. It gets heavy. It gets heavy when you choose presence. You know. Um, but this is why we have guides. This is why we have, you know, guides up the mountain. You don't climb Mount Everest by yourself for the first time. Trust me. Maybe not even the second time either. I don't know. I've never climbed Mount Everest, but I've seen documentaries. I don't think that's what you do, or you shouldn't at least. You know. Um, so this is the nature of my mission. This is the nature of my work. This is why we're here. This is why we're sharing the information. Um, and I believe it's time. I believe it's time. Uh, Such is life. You're only going to get out what you put into it. If you only do 10 push-ups, you're not going to get the result of 1,000 push-ups. You're only going to get what you put into it. So do as you feel called. Do as you feel committed. But continue to put one foot in front of the other. And don't give up until you cross the finish line. It's a marathon, not a race. I guess a marathon is still a race. It's a marathon, not a sprint. There we go. And it continues. And when you cross the finish line at the end, the prize is you, and whoever you build yourself up to be, whatever dreams you allow yourself to accomplish and conquer and grab fearlessly, whatever life you allow yourself to manifest and achieve for yourself. And really, this is about you allowing yourself to remember the life that you came here to live. It's not about adding more onto you. It's about subtracting. It's about stripping away. It's about taking off. It's not about seeking. It's not about what I can seek, what I can find, what I can look for out here that I've never had. No, it's about seeing that everything is what it is. I am already. I'm already whole. I have all that I need. I am that I am. It's already mine. It's already done. There's nothing for me to do except be. Be here now. God got me. God know my heart. You can't manifest none of that stuff from worrying about it, from constantly reminding yourself and your body that you don't have it or it hasn't happened yet. That's truly what presence is about. Really be in this moment. Whatever's not here with you, it's not here. That's fine. And it can't be here because it wouldn't be this moment. Find what's special about this moment. You know? Go to the gym, go move your body, go for a walk, go, have a conversation, be fully in the conversation, find the meaning in the moment. That's what's special, because while you're here, while you're doing that, you're not thinking your way into in between spirit and the work that needs to be done to manifest for you. Right? You're not thinking yourself into the chaos or into the flow. Like you're getting yourself out the way. You're relaxing into the process. You're allowing it to happen in the unseen, the things you don't control. You're allowing. Surrender to receive, surrender to surrender, surrender to surrender, surrender to surrender, surrender because surrender is what the moment is requiring. Don't surrender to do anything else or get anything else. That's a transaction. That's a future projection. I'm surrendering now on the promise or the expectation of another moment that's not this one. We're not doing that no more. We're not doing that no more. Surrender. Do yourself a favor. Surrender to surrender. Surrender to surrender. Surrender because surrender feels so good. It feels so good to not carry what's not mine to carry, or to not carry what's not required for me to carry right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, surrender. I get to put it down. I get to put it down. It's not about, you don't surrender to receive. You surrender to surrender. It needs to go. Right? You don't clear out the old furniture because the new furniture has arrived. That's what messes a lot of people up. No, you're clearing out the old furniture because it's ran its course. It's time for it to go. It's old. Because you decided it's time for a change. The change is happening and you're changing. You feel me? That's why you clear it out. Clear it out. Clear it out. You'll do better to clear it out way before the new furniture gets here. If you really know something, you'll start clearing it out before you even order the new furniture. Because if you start clearing it out as soon as you decide that you're ready for that change, the new furniture might show up in ways you didn't even imagine or think about before you even have a chance to think about ordering the new furniture. It just be happening like that, right? You're so diligent, so excited about cleaning out this furniture. Clean it all out. Instead of doing 5% a day, clean it all out. It's all gone. Couple days, 2, 3 days, it's all gone. 100%, it's gone. Clear, empty. You're so tired, you go to sleep, you get some rest. By the time you wake up, people have donated, they've gifted new furniture to you. They saw your efforts. You didn't even notice. You were so engulfed in the moment, so present in your work, you didn't even notice what was going on around you, who was noticing, who was looking. You didn't care, right? And because of that focus, because of that drive, because of that passion, you inspired other people around you that you didn't even know were looking. And they said, oh, wow, that's so profound. They said, so profound, I can do that too. Recently had to block a close friend because our connection was very transactional. I guess he wasn't a close friend. out with the old furniture. Yes and no. Yes, on the surface, I can see where that would be that yes. Below the surface, maybe not so much. No, maybe you're a little fast, you're a little quick on the gun. Um, just because your just because your connection was transactional. mm, Let me ask it this way: do you believe that all of your connections or interactions with the universe have been non-transactional? So, do you believe you've never had a transactional moment or connection with spirit? If you have had transactional moments with spirit and the universe and God, does that make you less of a spiritual being? Does that make you less of a piece of God? Does that make you less than who you are? Does that make the connection less because you have been in transactional connections before? You're just opening the questions. Either way go. Um, because here's the thing: when we remove judgment, we make space for understanding. We've all been taught transactional connections. We've all been taught transactional love because we've all been taught conditional love. So much so that we express a transactional connection with ourselves a lot of times. And I know that because that is the only way that that friend could have reflected a transactional connection back to you on the outside. As above, so below, as within. hmm So before we block the friend, I'm not saying don't block the friend, but before I take that step, I am obligated to ask myself, where am I being transactional with myself and my own energy? Where am I being transactional with life? Where am I being transactional with God? Where am I being transactional? You know, if I'm noticing it here, evidence of it anywhere is evidence of it everywhere. It's true. So if I'm noticing it here and it's all me versus me, and as above, so below, as within, so without, I can't ignore this, right? That's what presence shows us. It's always in the moment. It's showing me there's something here that I can change about me to have a better experience with the outside life that I'm experiencing. There's something that I can change within me. There's something that I can shift. There's something that I can expand on. There's something I can make a different choice on that'll allow me to have a better experience. You know, a lot of times on the surface, it does seem like, let me block this person and that'll solve it. But again, like I said earlier, yeah, it'll solve it for now. And then it'll just pop up in a different way, in a different circumstance in our life. It has to, because we haven't learned yet. Because that treats the symptom, it doesn't treat the root. It doesn't change the belief that's rooted within you that is making transactional connections relevant in your life experience. That's making them a thing. hmm 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 This is what present meditation teaches us. You know, sometimes it takes us just sitting with these things and noticing them in this way. You feel me? And just kind of sit with it, and yeah, it comes up. That's why we need emotional containers and all of that, and all of that. You know, um, I do offer I offer calls, like guided session calls too. We do like meditations, we do just life conversations like this, energy readings, energy work, you know, breath work, whatever's required, whatever we're focused on, whatever the mission is. We do one-offs, packages, get them in a row, whatever. Like this is the work that I do for people. So, you know, if you're interested, definitely send me a message. My email is sageishealing, all one word, at gmail.com. It's probably somewhere on the YouTube somewhere. You can send me a message on here. You can find me on Instagram, find me on Twitter. Um, I have a proud to pay model. I don't believe that money should stop people from expanding their spirit. So it's not really about a dollar amount. It's more so about an energy exchange and what you're committed to. I think anything anything is workable with the plan. I much rather people who are committed, to the change, to the work, and make it happen. Make it happen. Um, so yeah, just offering that to you or to anybody. Anybody or come across. Like, hey, tell them you got a friend Sage out here in the world. You know, and like I said, man, I have books. I have daily content that I'm putting up on social media. I'm going to be posting more here now. This is actually a big step, being live here. But I'm going to be posting more here. Just working on, videos and things. It's a little slower going right now because, it's just me. I'm doing it myself. But God is good. I know that's changing soon. I'm calling in my team, calling in my help, my resources because, yeah, man, it's time and I'm ready. I'm ready and we're ready and we're putting this out. So, um, yeah, thanks for having me. Thanks for embracing me, man. It's all love. I'm so excited to continue to do this work. Man, keep affirming, keep breathing on purpose, keep practicing, keep being present. You feel me? I'll be going live more here and also on Instagram. So.fully.sage, I believe, is my Instagram. Hold on, let me check real quick. Real quick. So dot fully FULLY dot sage SAGE is my Instagram. That is my IG. That's where you can find me. My X or my Twitter, you feel me, is so fully sage. So SOUL, like your soul, but fully sage, same way, no dots, all one word. Soul fully sage is my X, is my Twitter. Um, I post a lot of content there as well. Um, yeah, so talk to me, I talk back. Let's connect. I'm here to build bridges. I'm here to build community. I'm here to grow. I'm here to expand. I'm here to help. I'm here to guide. I'm here to love. So most importantly, I'm here to be. I'm here to be my natural, authentic self, and be in my mission, be in my purpose, and express fully from that place. So, you know, I believe that anyone that I'm meant to touch will find me, and I will find them. Um, and we're on the way. So I'm excited to see the thousands of people that are here, uh, even before they get here. Thank you for being here, and yeah, we're definitely going to talk very very soon. So, with that being said, I love you. Hopefully, this isn't the first time that you've heard this today. If it is, hey, I'm honored to say it to you. Make sure I'm not the only person that you hear it from today. And if you don't hear it from nobody else, you should at least hear it from you. And again, if we the only two that say it to you today, less is more. It's plenty of us. You feel me? But just know you are loved out here. Okay. This space is ours. And like I said, I'm always in the last place you left me. So I'm never hard to find. Till next time, make sure you keep it real. Make sure you keep it spiritual. You're going to be keeping it real spiritual. All right. So I'm going to holler at you. I'm trying to figure out on the cool how to end this stream. Here we go. I found it. All right, man. Peace.